We're back. We're back. Yes, we're back. Happy New Year's for everybody. Happy New Year's. Happy 2025. Blessings and abundance for everybody that's tuning in. Thank you so much for everybody for tuning in. I hope everybody had a wonderful New Year's Eve and came in New Year's living right, healthy, blessed, and also in abundance. Like always, man. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, guys. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KR Culture Radio. Like I stated, Happy New Year's. Hakeem Jordan, what's cracking like and what's cracking like and what is cracking like and
Motivation.
for real.
That's 2025 motivation.
Yeah, man, it's a brand new year, 2025. We about to rock this thing. Chaos Culture Radio, 2025. Everybody, y'all better be ready. We coming, baby. We coming. Other than that, let's go. Let's get it.
Now, shout out to everybody that's watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure you follow so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also X. Thank you guys so much for always tuning in each and every time we go live. That being said, man, oh man, what a day, what a day, what a day. Jordan, what's happening in the sports world, my dude?
Let's go. Let's talk about it. So, a couple days ago, it was LeBron James' birthday. He's turned 40, and this will mark, I believe, his 21st or the 22nd year in the NBA. And it just shows you, at the age of 40, he's still a top five or top 10 player in their eyes. And at that age of your 40, usually, Father Time catches up with you. But now with the LeBron James, and he take care of himself in order him to play at this level. And he's talked about, retiring soon. He said that, can you see himself playing 4 or 5 years at the high level? Yeah, but there might be a time, it might be this year or next year that that LeBron might hang it up. That we might see less of LeBron James in the next couple of years. But other than that, let LeBron speak for himself. So go ahead, I can play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
That tells you it's enough?
It won't be because I can't play this game at a high level. It won't be because of that. Because, to be honest, if I really wanted to, I could probably play this game at a high level for about another, weird that I might say, for about another 5 to 7 years if I wanted to. But I'm not going to do that.
What will it be that tells you it's enough?
It won't be because I can't.
Yeah, so that's LeBron James. That was the interview when he just turned 40, and people are just amazed that at the age of 40 that he's playing that ball like this. But as LeBron James also played the Los Angeles Lakers, you compare for championships and everything, and some people might think even though you're playing so long, you only got 4 rings, which is two less than which is two less than Michael Jordan has, which him and LeBron and Michael Jackson always compared to who's the GOAT and everything. But yeah, it might, like I said, it might be a couple more years and we might see LeBron and he might retire. It might be. But go ahead, Ronnie, what's your take about LeBron James? Turning 40 years old, but also you might see the last couple of years you might see him play in the NBA.
Yeah, 40 years old is a good number. 40 is a great, good number, especially for someone like him who's in really great shape. I see him probably doing one more year. Then I see him retiring, but I don't see him retiring next year no time soon because he still want to play basketball with his son. I think he probably might wait till his other son because his other son just got listed into University of, I think, Arizona. So I think he probably gonna wait for him to get in the NBA. Then I think he'll call it quits. I think he want to play with both of his sons, and then I think that's when he's gonna retire. But LeBron James still in good shape. I think the last game he did close to a triple double for someone his age. So he's still cooking it. So I don't see him retiring no time soon. But a lot of people consider him to be a dinosaur now. They're telling him to retire, but I don't see him doing it. Go right ahead, King.
Um, you took the words out of my mouth, Ron. He's played at a high level. I don't care if he only won one championship, no matter how many championship you won. You are gonna go down as one of the greats. I think that it's just time to hang it up, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? We've had 2, 3 good eras with him. He showed us what basketball was. Remember, I'm coming from the golden era, the 90s era. You feel me? Alonzo Mourning, Muggsy Bogues, Anthony Hardaway. That's my era. So this era has been beautiful to watch. So my hats to you, Bron.
I would say this: living in Los Angeles, been here for what, over 5 years now, and and I kind of know, how the Lakers fans are feeling, with the Lakers and LeBron James and everything. Are the Lakers happy to have LeBron James? Of course, and everything. But the thing is, it's like, when is the Los Angeles Lakers ever going to build a good team with the Anthony Davis type of talent that you could go to the championship with? Because this roster, it's the same as last year. They might go to the play-in, get the 7 or 8 seed. And if they play different again, they might get swept. Might get swept by different again and everything. So I saw Lakers. They traded D'Angelo Russell for another player. I forgot his name, which and everything. And are they going to do more trades coming up so LeBron James can, go to the NBA championship and probably capture another ring so he get closer to Jordan and everything. So to me, it's how this year goes. If he gets, I'll be there right now. If he gets kicked out, if he doesn't make the playoffs, I might see him retire next year. But if they make a long stretch of playoffs and championship, best believe I can see him play next 2, 3, or 4 more years.
This is why it's so very important for make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss when we go live. Shout out to the 5 people that's watching us right now on Instagram, 5 people watching us right now on YouTube. Shout out to those watching us on X and also on Rumble. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Shout out to those also watching us on Twitch and also Kick. Thank you guys. Make sure you follow. So very important for you guys to follow us every time we go live. That being said, what's going on with the money? What's happening with the money? This is a whole new year. It's time to talk about money and see how we could benefit our financial wealth gain.
Yes, it's brand new year. So what does that mean, people? So since the 2025 is here, what do people want to see and want to hear? Wages, as in minimum wage. So a lot of these states, Michigan, Kentucky, California, Texas, and a few other states, I think Illinois, they are raising their minimum wage to a majority, like also in Ohio, they're raising their minimum wage for this year. Some can be significant, some are not and everything, but for people, like teenagers or people working in fast food restaurants or stores, all that type of things, they would definitely see a boost into the minimum wage and everything. But what that means, for the long term means, we'll get to that after we talked about it. But yeah, minimum wages is going up through most states. So go ahead, I can play the clip, and after that, we chop it up.
It's a hot topic, and it is set to increase for workers here in Ohio in the new year. Both tipped and non-tipped employees get base pay. They are going to see a small bump in every paycheck that they get. Our Gina Cadigan spoke to experts about the positive effects this has on workers and what else they feel needs to be done.
Hourly employees at the state minimum wage are getting a small pay bump in the new year. Non-tipped workers will go up to at least $10.70 an hour. Tipped workers will go up to at least $5.35 an hour.
It's great news for about 313,000 Ohio workers.
It's an increase the state has seen every year since 2006 to keep up with inflation. As workers feel less stress on their wallets, analysts say it could also bring small health and social benefits.
Economic security leads to things like lower suicide rates, better infant mortality, less firearm homicides.
When comparing Ohio's non-tip wages to other states, we fall about in the middle of the pay range across the country. According to Paycom.com, 27 states will have a higher minimum wage than Ohio next year.
Well, we also have one of the lowest cost of living anywhere in the country. So when you account for that, our minimum wage is in line or ahead of most states.
Others feel the statistic shows Ohio is falling behind.
This is a much needed increase. It's far from what workers actually need to have the value of the minimum wage that their grandparents enjoyed fully restored.
Some want to see the minimum wage go up to $15 an hour. It's an idea that's been moving slowly through the legislature. If it's ever passed, workers would need to be patient as it's phased in slowly over time in order to not send ripples through the economy. With more local news, I'm Gina Cadigan.
Yep, so there you have it. About 27 states they raised that minimum wage, and they look up like in other states, they are looking at what she said about raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour. Especially for people how the economy is going up and inflation and everything, and people demand to get their which demand and want their wage increase, but also see a bigger increase when it comes in the future when it comes to minimum wage. So go ahead, Kim. What's your take about 27 states started out with raising up their wages?
I think a lot of people overlooking something. You raise the minimum wage, the food's going to cost a little bit more. The prices, whatever you buy, is going to cost. People have to know, forever there's an action, there's a reaction. There's a correlation to one thing. When they raised it here to $13, or I think some places at $14 here in Florida, the food is expensive. A meal at BK is $10. A meal at BK. Coffee and donuts used to be $2 to $3. You can get your medium coffee. Now it's like $6, $7. Sometimes $10 for a whole meal. If you want people to get paid more, the companies who y'all forcing to raise this, they still got to get money. They got investors and stuff like that. So there's a coalition. And you're going to wonder why there's always a push for AI and robots, AKA they had the strike down there in Baltimore and in New York at the ports because they bring an AI to slow down death and mortality. This is coming. There's no way to avert this. We need to start thinking better, and people need to start thinking about obtaining new skills. You want to get paid more? Obtain new skills. Leave and let the 15 and 17-year-olds come work that and let it recycle itself. You can't be at these type of jobs up until you're 40 or 50 years old. It's not sustainable.
Now, jobs like McDonald's, even though you can have a job in McDonald's, but a job like McDonald's is not supposed to be long term. It's only to get you to that door and then for you to utilize the money to use something else with it. Now, some people that's trying to make a living off McDonald's, those are the one that's trying to push minimum wage up because they're trying to survive in a local area that the price of cost is going up. Prime example like Miami. If you plan on working at McDonald's, the minimum wage for McDonald's I think is $13 an hour. It doesn't make any sense. So that's why you have to get a certain skill, like you stated, Hakeem, to get a certain skill to get you to a higher pay cost so you be able to survive out here in these streets. But some people just don't want to move. They don't want to transition. They don't want nothing to elevate their life. They want to stand still and be comfortable in the position they want that they're in. So they want to stay at McDonald's and then complain about the wages. And then when they want the wages to go up, okay, cool. The wages go up, the bill is gonna go up, and not only that, but the cost of living is gonna go up as well, because that's how the economy works. So I think the problem is in today's society we don't understand how money works and how society works. If we understand how those two elements work, we should be able to survive out here in the United States. Because if you go to other countries, you always wonder yourself how they're able to survive because they understand how the economy works. That's why. Go right ahead, Joe.
Ronnie, you made a smart thing by using the word comfortable, and I want to say why it's comfortable. Is it cool that the minimum wage is going up? Cool, with food prices is going up a little bit. There's some people needs a little bit more money. When it comes to paying their bills, rent, food, and all that type of things. But the thing is about minimum wage. I'll start with Ronnie. People get too comfortable with minimum wage. They don't think about making mid salary or high salary. And the thing is, we work at these companies like Kroger or fast food restaurant Burger King or McDonald's like there. If I said it, I said this all the time. I'm gonna say it again. If you go to the break room, what they have in the break room? they have several workers to help you out when it comes to credit. When
Yep.
it comes to if you want to move up to the company.
Yep.
Where do you want to go to school?
Yep.
Majority of all companies, if you want to go to school, they're gonna help you with a scholarship. Companies do care about employees if you want to move up. If you want to go up to the company, hey, they say, hey, come with me. You gotta take a 6-month certification class, to be an assistant manager, or if you want to move to corporate, we'll help you with that. So, with minimum wage, I just wish people would understand, minimum wage is not supposed to make you comfortable. Mm-hmm. Minimum wage is a struggle. That's why people struggle. I need to keep paying more minimum wage. You go get paid more minimum wage, but you still gonna struggle. It's like it's like you fight something that's so hard so you be comfortable, but minimum wage is not supposed to be comfortable. That's the thing about around our society and everything, and hopefully up the mindset that people can go into their break rooms and say, hey, I want to make more money. This 9 to 5 minute wage ain't working out. What can you do? You can go back to school. They'll give you a loan or a grant, or if you want to move to the company, they'll help you out. It's as simple as that. So people stop complaining about minimum wage, but raise by minimum wage. If you want to raise up minimum wage just to kind of balance out for the economy, okay, cool. But working minimum wage for 10, 15, 20 years ain't gonna cut it if they think you're gonna make you comfortable, because it's not.
Yep, that's a fact. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not supposed to. Those jobs is not supposed to be long term. Even though I did say that some people can survive with those type of jobs, but it's not supposed to be. As an adult, no, you're supposed to lead those jobs. And like on Hakeem stated, those are for like teenagers that's in high school, or even middle school. Like, they're trying to make a living just to understand how the field works, and then it transitions to something else. But you got people our age that's still working at McDonald's and as a cash register or flipping burgers, but it's like, no, try to be head manager. Not only that, but try to create. Not only that, even try to create your own franchise.
And,
Go ahead, Hakeem.
and I just want to state something. I don't want nobody thinking that we're having issue with you working there, but we just want to tell you that you can't think that you're gonna get ahead and make with that type of pay. That's all we're saying. We just saying that, like, get more skills. Because asking these folks to give you more money ain't gonna be the. So I don't want nobody to think we're clowning anybody working at fast food.
No.
I don't want nobody to think that, because when they hear us, hey, you got to do better. I don't want nobody. We're not Bill Cosby. So
yeah, all we're trying to say is, like, if you're working somewhere, make sure you have a plan. What you gonna do 5 years? Are you gonna stay in McDonald's 5 years? If you're gonna stay work at McDonald's for 5 years, think about moving up. Because you could be a good employee and everything. People should support you, but when you work at somewhere 5, 6 years, you get so much experience for yourself. It's like, okay, you have to experience. Like, okay, I can go into a manager level or that type of thing, because every day you're working at the minimum wage job, you get your experience. Okay, cool. You learn something more that you started in a year. Okay, 2, 3 years experience. Okay, cool. Now you got some more experience. Like, okay, I have some of these skill sets. Okay, let's see if I can move and make some more money. That's all we're saying.
Now that, but shout out to No Chaser, was the first one in the building. Great to see you, big dog. Happy New Year's, No Chaser. Great to see that you say. Shout out to Patrick right now watching us on Instagram, and shout out to Nicola also watching us right now on Instagram as well. Shout out to those watching us on Facebook, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure you follow. So very important for you guys to follow, so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those watching those on X and also Rumble as well. And also, guys, also very important for you guys to become member. I'm talking about on YouTube, because pretty soon we're gonna do exclusive content, especially just for members only. Go ahead.
I got the body cam.
Hey, I might do something Saturday, y'all.
I got that.
I might do something Saturday. Make sure
that's fine.
Something Saturday. Post something on Saturday.
You see, I can't got the body count. Troy said you gotta put something up. So guys, become members only. It's only gonna be on the members only exclusive content. So we will not be posting that on the regular YouTube page. So guys, become members today. It's not that helps build the channel up as well. Because this year, I think all my focus is to try to create a studio. And that's our main drive this year, is to make sure we create a studio. Thank you guys so much for all the new members. that of course always renew and also become members for us. We really do greatly appreciate it. Shout out to all the new subscribers and all the new listeners as well. Because now we're going to coast and around the world, man. I told you guys, KL Culture is going to be the biggest thing on the planet, and that's our main focus to make sure we give you guys good content that you can laugh, cry, and also you can learn something. Go right ahead. I can't enjoy it. I don't know y'all was going to say something before we move forward.
No,
No.
no, no. I'm good.
That being said, hip hop. Oh man, I miss a lot of hip hop we were doing the weekend, man. But there's a lot of things going on. I mean, between Fat Joe, Little Dirt, I don't know where to start, man. But go ahead, Jordan, do your thing. Hip hop, what's going on in the hip hop world?
Let's get into it. Well, let's go into Little Dirk. So Little Dirk, our father came out and talked about how his son is being targeted. He feels like since Little Dirk, is trying to. I'm sorry, I had some. He feels like Little Dirk, after pushing for peace, leaving the game begging and changing his life and everything. He thinks that there's a big target when it comes to Little Dirk, and that's why they got him, and that's why they got him arrested and charged him. So other than that, don't take my word for it. He's gonna speak about himself. So here's Little Dirk's father. So go ahead, I can't play the clip, and then we'll chop it up.
Shout out to Ashton Williams, the creator of the Shiesty Avengers, also in the building. Happy New Year's, big dog.
Support, they love, the encouraging words that they gave us, the family. We thank the fans and everyone who stood by us. I leave all legal issues to the lawyers to break that thing, what's dealing with that, the legal issues behind it. As far as the family, as far as me as a father, one thing I said that it's mighty strange that once he started doing good out there, once he stayed away from all the gang banging and dissing the dead and doing things out there in the street, when he turned his life around, when he on his dean now, practicing religion, doing things for the community, bringing about peace in Chicago and throughout various cities, all of a sudden now he being indicted. One for their support, their love. Right off the Muslim conference that we had in Chicago, calling for peace. Now, 3 to 4 days later, he's being indicted after that. When he put up on his concert, all the people that got killed in Chicago, showing that this is not what it's about again, he get indicted. But now he's being indicted for that. So look at the bigger picture here. Look at what the government trying to do. They always got their whole thing is you doing wrong, you doing bad, then that's good for them.
Go to So let me speak on it. So Little Dirt, pretty much father spoke about the situation that transpired because I think if people not aware, y'all probably aware now. Little bit Dirk is arrested because the simple fact of murder for hire, of him trying to get certain people deleted. Or now certain people deleted, but who was deleted, and a lot of people are putting his name into it. So me, I stated this myself, and I stated it last year, and I'm keep stating it again. I see Little Dirt being in this case because you know why he's really changed his life. A lot of people see that right now. Like you see his father speaking on like how he's pretty much in the Muslim faith. He's no longer in the street style lifestyle, and those stuff that was said about him was pretty much done in the past. And now that he has a good lawyer team, that's going to show that look, he's been doing good things within the community. He's been putting out positive music. He's not really out there like he used to be. So that's why I see him being this case. So his father just say, hey, at the end of the day, I can't really speak on this case. I'm gonna let my lawyers do it because I don't want to say something that's gonna really detriment my own son and make him have to face prison time. Go right ahead. I can't.
Thank you, brother. I want to say this. Just because you change your life doesn't mean you are exonerated from your sins. Your sins got to still get paid. Them checks still got to get cashed. Allegedly, there's 230 gigabytes of evidence against Lil Durk, OTF Vonnie, OTF Didi, and arrested the OTF with this M for hire. You just was dissing the dad a week ago, like prior before this, and I pray for him, but I still think the checks got to get cashed. We got to do that time. Like what they said that you was doing in that docket, that got to get handled. You know what I mean? And for people who don't have a care for life, you think we want to keep it in the streets? Them white folks don't want to keep it in the streets. They're gonna make you pay. Because you got to forget, they have to live in the neighborhoods with us too, and they're trying to make the city safe again. You don't go get money and put hits out on people. Not saying he did that. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah, true. Shout out to Natasha Vincent, the mother.
Natasha Vincent.
See you. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year. For me, I'm gonna go about talk about the FBI. But when it comes to the FBI, I think FBI is targeted the music industry and also I'll say they're targeting the entertainment industry, and then they're also targeting politicians, as we saw with Diddy. Diddy, same thing. Diddy tried to change his life. That don't make any difference. They put charges up. The feds put charges on him. Now he's in prison. When it comes to political, Eric Adams, he's been indicted for federal charges and everything, and the feds try to get them and everything. So I think what the feds are doing, since there's not any drug cartels or any gangsters here in the United States, that's moving shipment, when it comes to drugs or anything like that, that's not the 80s or 90s anymore. So I think the FBI, they're going to the different direction, going to entertainment, because if they could take somebody down like a Little Durk or a Diddy, something like that, the person that does his case and everything, they can make a name for themselves and say, hey, I took the most powerful artist of all time or something like that. They can write paper about it, and they'll get credentials, all that type of things as well. So when it comes to the FBI, yeah, I think they're targeting in the industry, and I think that's the route they're gonna go. Even though you might have 5 years of old stuff, 10, 15, 20, they're gonna do their digging, and they're gonna find somebody, they're gonna indict you, and they're gonna put you on trial, and they're gonna make you plead. But we like I said, this is something new, with the FBI is doing targeted entertainment with Lil Durk and Diddy. So I just want to see how the results is at the end of the day, and hopefully we'll get it in 2025.
Now that, but shout out to Busy Out, that's also in the building. Say, yo, Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you too as well, Busy Out. Happy New Year's to you, Ashton, as well. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful, wonderful New Year's Eve, and now that you did the countdown, ate a lot of great food, spent time with your loved ones. So that's all it's about on this coming into this new year, and hope everybody have their own form of New Year's resolution that they want to conquer this year. Along us as KI Culture Radio family, we're gonna be hustling more content, more exclusive content. So guys, make sure y'all become members today, because we will be doing exclusive content for people that's members only. So certain stuff will not be shown to the public. It will be on the members. It will be under the paywall. So guys, become members only today. It's very important to help out the channel. Not only that, but we're working on this year digitally to make sure to have a studio. So that's one of our main goals this year, is to create a studio. So that's going to be really, really dope when we create that. So when we interview people, we actually sit down with them and have really, really a good sit down with them. So, and now that we got also some interviews exclusive that's coming up too as well. So guys, become members too as well. So we got a lot of stuff cooking this year. So you don't want to miss out this year over here on the KI Culture Radio side. Shout out to those watching us on Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch. Guys, make sure you follow. It's so very important for you guys to follow, so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those watching us on Rumble and also X. We really do greatly appreciate it. Sit back and relax, guys. Make sure you have some drink, because I know some people still recovering from all the drinking from last night. That was it. Have some Gatorade, have some water as we get ready to deep dive for different variety of topics. Let's do it, man. Yep, Busy Out. We on our way to 2K subs, so we're working hard. And trust me, we got other stuff we're working on in the back. So y'all be on the lookout, man. Thank you guys so much for being true members, true followers, and not only that, but showing love to the platform. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. We love you guys. That's why we give you guys shout outs each and every time you guys walk in the building. But that being said, Jordan, go ahead, do your thing.
All right, let's go. Let's talk about Joe Budden. So I don't have a video about this. I couldn't find a video for it, but if you put his picture up of Joe Budden, because we're gonna talk about him. So Joe Budden charged after allegedly standing naked in the hallway, caught in a Ring camera. So Joe Budden was charged earlier last month after authorities claimed his neighbor saw him outside their apartment on a Ring camera footage completely naked. According to the court documents obtained by TMZ, Joe was charged for December 4th in New Jersey for launderness. The New Jersey Police Department released a statement on December 30th about the incident after news of the charge broke online, explaining that officers were called to the apartment complex at the area approximately 7:21 in the morning. The New Jersey police caller was alerted by their Ring camera that someone was outside their home, and when they looked at the footage, they claimed Budden was standing outside naked as the day he was born. Keep on reading. The caller claims video shows Budden attempting to enter the code into the resident door keypad several times before heading back to his apartment in the same building. The court complaint says the resident and the two juvenile daughters observes the office on their phone. And by the way, Budden recently talked publicly about strife with his neighbors, claiming he was kicked out of his apartment for continuing to record episode on his podcast there. He's also previously said on his podcast that he's a sleepwalker. Okay, you're a sleepwalker. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know what Joe Budden's on. I don't know if he was on something, but what's your take on King? What's up with Joe Budden? Why is he go around people allegedly naked and putting numbers on their doors?
So I've heard him talked about this a while back. He had jumped in his manager's bed, Ian, and said this is something he's done, but this is a little bit serious. They charged him with lewdness act, and two young person observed you. Like, I don't think people understand about up north and Commonwealth. These are the type of things that get you on that offenders list. Now, the situation has gotten to the magnitude where they can't record at that condo no more. They went back to Park's house. If I did my research, if my research was correct, this was Edgewater, New Jersey, where this happened at. Very affluent, very expensive, very white. They didn't like him going there, and I think people would need to understand this was a condominium, and they had numbers of people coming there, up and down. So yes, they had a little bit of strife. When people live certain places, they don't want to see so much traffic. But him doing that has nothing to do with the beef they got. Hey fam, you need to really see somebody naked.
He didn't have a relapse.
Who know? Hey, you see, I was scared to
That's
say.
the first thing. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Go ahead.
I was scared to say that. I was scared. I didn't want to mention it. I was scared to mention it.
Because Joe Budden in the past, he had a big issue when it comes to substance abuse, and sometimes he have a relapse, and it happens. It's okay because people that used to have that type of strong addiction sometimes relapse, and then they go seek help and they try to overcome it. So I won't be surprised if they find out that he did. But to me, I think he really needed to completely finish the treatment because sometimes when it comes to him, he goes through the treatment for a short period of time and he comes out of it. And then like, I'm not doing it anymore. And I think he need to complete the treatment 110% because someone like him, who is a big podcaster, he is over 2 million subscribers. People know him worldwide, and not only that, they know him for now. Not only doing music, but as a podcaster, he has an image that he got to uphill, and him doing stuff like that, going in someone's apartment, but a naked is it don't look good for the brand. It don't look good for the podcast. It don't look good for his branding on what he's trying to do. So to me, I think he need to go and seek help. Not only that, but shout out to Jabari that's also in the building. Jabari is in the building, and also shout out to Jay Prince for president that's right now watching us on Instagram. Shout out to him. The prez is in the building. But
What's
I
up,
think that's one
Big
of the
Prince?
issues. That's one of the issues I think he's having right now. I think he's just having a relapse episode. That's just for me. Me looking at his behavior because it's been a while since he behaved like that. And the only time he behaved like that when he's on some type of substance. That's just for me. Paying attention to his behavior for a long period of time. But who knows? At the end of the day, we all this is just alleged. Nobody knows, but that's what it looked like to me. Go right ahead, Jordan.
Hey, I'll tell you what, and I'll tell you this: if I ever live in the same complex as Joe Budden, I'm moving. I'm moving. I don't want nobody coming out, be sleepwalking as he slaves, walking around, going to the neighbor's door and pressing buttons, and he's completely naked if he's sleepwalking. I agree with you, Roddy, man. He might have relapsed and everything. I don't know that he got a girlfriend, he got a girl with him, live with him or anything like that. But yeah, man, that's very strange to see a neighbor in your ring camera completely naked. Yeah, man, it just tells me it's something wrong. Something is definitely wrong. And he said this before, you guys. He had this problem before. He on his bed at your bed and everything. I was like, nah. You need some melatonin or something, man. Some sleeping pills put you deep in sleep. Because look at you, Joe, man. It got you in trouble, man. It got you in trouble. And, and something like this we shouldn't be talking about, And unfortunately, it came out, And to me, it just shows that, you're hurting your name. You're hurting your brand name. You're hurting your name, which is going to hurt your podcast and everything. So it's important and very swiftly that, hopefully you get some help with what it is, what you're going through. Don't be like your man Hunch. I don't need no help. I can do it myself. No, if you had that problem, just say you got a problem, you can get it fixed and everything, and that's what we want to see, because I don't want to see this nonsense show, because if I see you real person, I would think about you the sleepwalker. Walk around people's house naked. That's the first thing I'm gonna think about if I see you, because it got viral like this, and it makes me wonder, It's like if I ever been in the same complex as Joe, I'm moving, because he gonna do stuff like this.
No, but it's rare. This don't really happen on a need to need basis. It was just a rare thing that occurred. So that was I don't know. I just don't know, because someone like him who used to have like substance abuse issues, and then for him to go through something like that, that's why it's not to me, it's not shocking. But at the same time, I think it's just it surprised a lot of people, because it's been a while since Joe literally had like a negative commentary right now, especially on what he's going through right now. It's rare. It's rare for him, because I think he was doing great. But when this came up, I think he had to be doing something, or he's on something. And hopefully that's not true. I don't want him to be on something, because he worked so hard for where he's at today. Even though I'm not a good fan of him, but he worked. He put in a lot of work, especially with the podcast. He put in a lot of work. So I don't want to see him. I don't think he want to lose that for his bad behavior. I don't think he wants that. So let's see what happens. Like Jabbar said too. Like Hakeem stated, he needs help. Yep. He do. Moving forward. Go right ahead, Jordan.
All right, let's get on to the next topic. We did this about a company before last year, about how some companies don't care about you. And we're going to talk about another company. We're going to talk about UPS. So a mother retires after 32 years of service at UPS. And corporate only gave her a cake and canceled her retirement party. So they was going to throw her a party and everything. But, of course, I think it happened on the same day that they canceled the party. Because mainly, if you cancel a party on your employee, that means you really don't care about your employee like that. Working for 32 years, which, that's a really, really long time. But yeah, it just shows how, companies, if you work there 20, 30, 40 years, they'll show you how they appreciate you. If they're going to throw you a party or do something like that, yeah. But unfortunately, it didn't happen to this woman. So go out, can't play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Y'all will not believe this. I'm here at UPS, and I'm just so I have no words. So today, my mom is retiring after 32 years. So just so y'all don't believe I'm here, I'm here. UPS came here for her retirement party, and only to find out that they didn't feel like she was worth the party after giving 32 years of her life. Check this out, y'all. So they did get her a cake, some balloons, but that's it. Y'all, I am livid. And it was supposed to be catered. My family is here. And they said corporate canceled it, said that she was not worth it after 32 years. UPS, you are a multi-billion dollar company. How can you not honor your employees that dedicate 32 years of service? Happy retirement, Mom.
Okay, so crazy though.
Yeah.
The difference is
Y'all
22. I mean, like,
will not believe this. I'm here.
Yeah, man. She had a Publix cake too, so you know they was about to grow about. But yeah,
Shout
like
out
I
to
said,
Publix.
32 years of work, supposed to have a retirement party, cancel it. That's how some of these corporate people do. So go ahead, Ronnie, man. What's your take about companies, like UPS, you put in the work, but they don't show it back.
Now, but Happy New Year's to Mr. Dialogue that's in the building. He's in the building. He said Happy New Year's from San Francisco. He's all saying, because remember he lives in San Francisco. Shout out to you, Mr. Dialogue, that's in the building. Diamond Heights, Kawafi. He's in the building. So yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. These corporations don't owe you nothing, to be honest. They
Woo!
don't owe you nothing. They don't
Get
owe
in
you
your
nothing.
bag.
You did it. You did a servitude. They're gonna probably give you a lifetime check, and that's it. Goodbye. That's how. I'm just being honest. I'm just keeping it 100. It hurts because you spend most of your life dedicated to a company. You show them a lot of gratitude, a lot of work, and a lot of probably didn't miss work, or you probably didn't go on vacation. You probably didn't even use your PTO. That's what I always tell people: use your PTO, go on vacation, and take time out for yourself. Because when the time comes for you to retire, these companies gonna say goodbye, bye bye, because we got somebody else that's willing to take your position. It's sadly to say. And then for this woman, I understand she put in a lot of sweat, tears, and probably came in there when she was sick. They don't care. You doing a video, you think it's gonna hurt you? Let's be honest. Them doing a video about UPS, you think it's gonna really hurt UPS? Let's be honest here. Not really, because people gonna continue to use UPS. I'm sorry, UPS or Amazon gonna continue to have partnership with UPS, so it's not gonna change. But it's a sad thing to see that especially our sisters go through that each and every time. Brothers go through that as well. But it just show you that you gotta value your own life because these companies don't really give a f. I'm just being honest. Go right ahead, I can't. Oh, shout out to Joe. Don't hurt him with the super chat. Go ahead, Jordan. You can read the super chat and we can move forward with Hakeem Thomas.
Shout out to Joe Don't Hurt him for the $10 super chat. He said, "New Year's blessings to each of my brothers. Allah will protect us in 2025." Happy
sir.
To you, Joe Don't Hurt him. We appreciate you, man. Shout out to you.
So I'm just piggybacking off. He said, "Shaking man, why can't you just say they?" So just this is why we always promote entrepreneurship, doing your own thing. Ron said it best. You know what I mean? They gave you a job, you worked it, you gave your life. You know what I mean? It's an exchange. You exchange your time for money. So they've already fulfilled their end of the bargain. Your check always came through. And there's to want people to want to care for you, that may be the manager and stuff like that, but I wouldn't even look at the company. So I'm telling people, if you're working and you're expecting or you feel entitled to a cake, a shop, a gift, you should be hauling your butt out of there, or every off day or Sunday working on your plan to do this shit. Look, I just got out of work. So what I'm saying is that I'm here building up equity to get out of work. I don't want them to give me no cake when I stop coming. I don't think I'm even giving them 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So let's understand. Be loyal to your dreams, not your job.
Yep. And you guys speak 100% truth. Like I said, Yeah, companies not obligated to. I mean, would it feel good in their heart to do it? Absolutely, absolutely. But usually companies they're not going to do that. They just want to say, okay, you're done. Okay, who's next? Who can you hire next? That's what it's like. And for me being in a union and everything, and having that mindset of of a company that they just they want to work you and everything. Um, you got vacation time, say hey, if you can skip this vacation, can you work this week? We really need you for a important corporate. We need you something like that, And to me, in my 20s, when I used to work at Whole Foods at the time, hey, the benefits was good. Then when they bought Amazon, wasn't the same. So the job I had now, and I'm in a union, and I see how they treat their workers and everything. And now, it's a 2025, so we have a new contract coming up this year. It's go up in March and everything. And I'm more about is, okay, where my money at? Just pay me more money. Because you win the union, you always go get a raise, something like that. Like in 3 years, you might get, $3 or $4 raise in that, time period. So for me, when I see this, I'm like, me being in the union, okay, that's how you feel? Okay, when we get this deal done, make sure, you raise some stuff on the health insurance, dental insurance, and make sure, okay, I get a raise or something like that as a union member. And that's how my mindset is when it comes to companies like that. I'm like, thing with Amazon, they're going on strike here. There's one warehouse in Victorville was like, about 2 hours where I'm at. They really striking over there, and they want to be in the union and everything. I'm saying, okay, I'm with it. Create your union, do what you need to do. I'm not seeing any the robots coming anytime soon. I don't see Jay Jumpers trying to put up there a little bit swiftly, anything like that. But companies, they'll use you unless you want to move up. Okay, they might give you a little bit more love than that. But if you're a person that worked for 30 years, work for minimum wage, they're not obligated to take care of you because they can get somebody else. Period.
And like I'm with Action on this one. They don't owe me nothing but my check. They don't exactly. They don't need to give me a. They don't need to give me a
That's
party.
it.
They don't need to give me a gift card a gift card. All they gotta do is just give me my check and I'm up on out of there.
That's
And
it.
Dialogue, I just can't believe you already given you already deducting points already. It's already the new year. It's the first day.
Yeah.
At least wait for the second day. But the first day, God, dog, Dialogue, you don't play. You don't play around.
Dialogue was
Now that,
ready.
but shout out to
He
Abby
was
Wode that's
ready.
also in the building. Uh-huh. Go ahead. What you said, Jordan?
I said Dialogue was ready. He said 2020
He
years got
was.
a clean slate.
He took 100 points from me. I'm barely surviving. I'm on what negative. I'm already on -1. He already took 100 points, but I'm being serious. These corporations don't owe us nothing. They give you a check, your 401k, whatever you need, medical benefit. That's it. After your years are done, the servitude, it's like thank you very much, goodbye. And it's sad to say, I don't even want to mention it. It's the same thing when it comes to aspect of the military too. The military, you see how guys do so much for the military, and then when the time is up, you see how they don't really take care of them. And I be like, what is going on? Is it show you that that's how America is? That's how the
Dialogue,
corporation runs.
what company you work at, sir? If I lose 100,
No,
I lost 100 points. 100%. Where you work at, sir? Where you work
no,
at?
no.
Dialogue, I
That,
think his company take
no,
care of
no.
him, or he
Dialogue,
work for himself.
dialogue works for himself. He's
I
self-employed.
knew it. Dog. I knew it. That was it. He had to work for.
Yeah,
I knew that way. He had to work
There
for
you go.
himself.
yeah, work for himself. Yeah.
Of course, if
So,
you work for yourself, you're gonna take care of yourself. I'm talking about the
yeah.
people that don't work for themselves.
Is it really what you
And he said, Ronnie, wow, you making me mad now on New Year's. On New Year's. I ain't making you mad. I was speaking the truth. These companies don't owe you nothing. They in the perfect world, they should. We could speak about it. In the perfect world, corporations are supposed to take care of their employees. But in today's society, no, especially when you live in an age of AI and robots, they see employees as disposable. We don't need you anymore. Replaceable.
And the thing is, Ronnie and Hakeem, the companies that do care, it's extremely rare to find those out here in the
very
job
rare.
market.
Yeah.
Very
Facts.
Very rare.
Fact. Hey, Dialogue's upset, but he worked for himself. You can't say
Yeah.
that you work for yourself. He in a whole different. You in a whole different bracket. And you also in a whole different tax bracket. You in a whole nother area. We talking about regular employees. Like Ashton stated, just give me my check and I'll be on by my business. Look,
Yeah.
next subject. I can't. You mean next? You mean next subject, Jordan? Go ahead, Jordan. Next subject.
All right, let's go on to the next topic. Let's go. Let's do it. So we're gonna. Oh, we got some devastating news come out of New Orleans. We came to New Year's Eve. So there was a truck attacker driving intentionally ran through the crowd and deleted 15 people and injured dozens. So this happened last night for the New Year's Eve. At least 50 people was deleted and dozens injured when a driver rammed a pickup truck into a crowd during the New Year celebration on Bourbon Street in New Orleans earlier on Wednesday. Earlier on the Wednesday, the FBI has identified the suspect as a 42-year-old Texas man and an Army veteran. The FBI said the suspect, who was killed in a firefight with officer, had an ISIS flag in the vehicle at the time of the attack. The FBI also said it is investigating potential associations with the terrorist organization. Multiple officers said the suspect made a series of video recordings before Wednesday's attack where he said he joined ISIS. The attack in a popular French Quarter happened less than a mile from the Sugar Bowl it was hosted, and the annual college football game was postponed for 24 hours for safety reasons. So yeah, tragic news. So go ahead, I can play the clip, and then after that, we're gonna chop it on up.
And thanks for joining us here on CBS News 24/7. I'm Lindsay Reiser, and we are following breaking news out of New Orleans. At least 10 people are dead and dozens more injured after city officials say a man intentionally drove a pickup truck into a crowd of people. This happened on the world-famous Bourbon Street overnight as people were celebrating the new year. It was around 3:15 in the morning local time. Officials say the man drove around barricades and hurtled down the street in very intentional behavior before opening fire on police officers. 2 officers were hit by gunfire. They are in stable condition in the hospital. CBS News has learned the suspect is dead, shot and killed by police. Now, officials say a long gun was recovered from the scene, and according to an investigative reporter with our affiliate WWL, it had a silencer, or more specifically, a suppressive device attached to it. Several potential explosive devices were also recovered near the scene and are being analyzed. The FBI is investigating this as a terrorist attack, and 2 sources familiar with the investigation tell CBS News the deceased suspect was wearing body armor. The truck that plowed through that crowd appeared to be flying a large black flag from the rear bumper, according to CBS News reviews of images. And law enforcement sources tell CBS News that investigators are looking into whether the flag is an ISIS flag or possibly tied to another foreign terror organization. Anna Schechter joins us now in Studio 57. She's a senior coordinating producer for our CBS News Crime and Public Safety Unit. What is the latest you're learning about the suspect?
The latest, we can report the name of the suspect that investigators have homed in on. His name is Shamsud Din Jabbar, 42 years old, a U.S. citizen, resident of Texas. There are previous criminal record, including theft and driving with a suspended license. So we're starting to piece together the profile of the man who carried out this attack at this time. So chilling. It does appear that this person took some time to prepare for this, prepared the vehicle. It looks like there was a flag. Investigators are saying they're investigating whether it's an ISIS flag or possibly another terror group, foreign terror group's flag.
Did this vehicle belong to the suspect?
It seems the vehicle was obtained through like a ride share app program in Texas. So it was like a rented vehicle. So that's what we know at this time, not necessarily belonging to Din Jabbar, but that the vehicle was rented in Texas and then driven to New Orleans to carry out this attack. He was wearing tactical gear. We have a photo of him after he was killed by police, gunfire, and he's wearing like camouflage pants, tactical gear. According to law enforcement sources, the long gun that he had a device that acts as a silencer. So all of this points to premeditation and a will to carry out an attack that would inflict as much carnage as possible.
And this suspect did open fire when that truck stopped, right? What can you tell us about that?
That's right. So as the truck was ramming through people, the suspect opened fire. Police then engaged in gunfire. He shot 2 police officers. 2 are in the hospital recovering. Hopefully will make a full recovery. And then he was shot and killed by law enforcement.
I don't know if it's clear or not, but was the suspect shooting while the vehicle was still in motion?
Our sourcing indicates that it possibly was, that they're looking at that, whether while he was plowing through is the term that they used, plowing through this crowd of people. There were dozens of people there out and about. It was New Year's Eve or just after New Year's and the early hours of the morning. That's why there are dozens of people injured. So this individual chose this specific place and time in part because there would be a crowd of people reveling over New Year's Eve.
What do we know about the barricades? You had spoken with a local official about a project that was being undertaken ahead of the Super Bowl in February.
That's right. They were right in the middle of a transition period to better protect, ironically, pedestrians on Bourbon Street. They were switching over to stainless steel, what they call as bollards, kind of barricades that allow for people to walk through them, but they could also be removed when the street is opened for traffic. So overnight, and we're still trying to pin down the details exactly what was going on there. But what officials say is that he was able to drive around the temporary barricades that were put in place because the old ones were removed. This was a project that began in November and was supposed to be completed in February, just in time for the Super Bowl when they were expecting more crowds there. So that is certainly an area of investigation. And did the suspect exploit this potential weakness in the system, and might more lives have been saved had there been larger and more stable structures in place?
It's so sad because after the vehicle plowed through the Christmas market in Magdeburg, Germany on December 20th, we were talking about how, they had barricades, but these events, they're not foolproof, that somebody with a will can find a way to get in and inflict the most damage as possible. What are the next steps in this investigation? What questions are you asking?
Well, we've jumped over a big hurdle in identifying the suspect. Of course, motive is key right now. Investigators are piecing together a timeline exactly when the suspect obtained the vehicle and his driving route. How did he drive through? They're looking at his prior criminal record. And of course, did he act alone or not? Was he aided by anything? Our sources have told us they're looking at whether the owner of the vehicle knew of his plans. That's unclear at this time. But of course, they're asking those questions. They're asking about his online activity and any communication with foreign terror organizations. Was he inspired by or was he connected to them in any way? Of course, lone wolves here in the United States can be inspired by these bigger ideas. And in the past, this has happened, Al-Qaeda and ISIS, with or without communication from a known member of that group. So they can just be inspired by the idea. So investigators are looking at that. They're looking at his online footprint. They're looking at threats. They're looking at writings, messages of intent, and were there red flags along the way?
Yeah, man, it's crazy stuff's going on. And also there's been footage that before the ramming, they said this footage reporting shows that multiple people planted a potential explosive device before the fatal Bourbon Street terrorist attack. So yeah, man, this is very, very serious. So still be investigated and everything, and FBI are doing the best of their job about what type of organization it was in, likely possibly will be, which is a terrorist attack. So go ahead, King, man. What's your take?
I want to start off with this. Jordan Hunter said it right. When you're 40, you know nothing's happening after 12 a.m. Most grown people in the house. This guy has been radicalized. This is somebody who probably didn't have nothing going on with his life and needed something to be attached to. I don't consider him an American. He could be from here. He could be foundational Black American, whatever you want to call him. This is homegrown terrorist. You know what I mean? I look at him just as well as look at the Ku Klux Klan, alt-right, or any group that wants to promote hate or division amongst people when we need to come together and fight and combat inflation and poverty. That's our real issue. And poverty, inflation, this color and race thing, which is an underlining issue, is just more thing. Hey, fam, you 40 doing this. What's up? Like, do you have somebody to talk to? You know what I mean? This is the thing why you got to intervene in some of these people's lives. When you see your homeboy slipping or he backshotting, we got to think of the life he might affect later. I always think that. Me, I'm the person who's dropping dimes on people if I know you on something crazy. I'm calling police. I'm testifying. I'm pointing fingers out. I might even do you in myself. If I know you say, I'm about to go run a blitz over there. Oh, you about to go do what? Oh, okay. Hold on. Huh? And then call police and go to jail.
Now, but shout out to King Rooster. That's also in the building. He said, Ronnie, he said something here. He said, King Rooster said something. He said, get ready to suit up. Ron. Martial law is coming. It's coming next. I think so too. And not only that, but this also was breaking news too. They said a Cybertruck exploded right at Trump Towers in Las Vegas. They found it to be intentional, and they not only that, they say it might be connected to the same thing that happened in Bourbon Street.
I got to be on that too, Ronnie. We'll play it. Go ahead and play. Since you talk about go ahead and play, because some rumors say that they're kind of connected too.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what they're saying.
So go ahead, play that too, and then we'll put it into the segment as well.
All right, hold on.
And I shout out to the lovely Supreme Goddess PhD, but that's also in the building.
Whoa!
Happy New Year's. Yeah, but martial law is definitely coming. But go ahead, play that clip.
Queen Diva's in here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lordy.
And I'm going to caution you, we are following this developing story. We want to be clear that we do not know anything that ties what I'm about to say, that story, to what we've been talking about in New Orleans. This is just a separate story that we're learning about. Authorities are investigating a vehicle fire outside the Trump International Hotel in Las Vegas that left one person dead, injured several others. We believe the vehicle in question is a Cybertruck. At a press conference this afternoon, authorities did not have any information on the cause of that fire. They said they have many unanswered questions. Here's some of what they said moments ago.
I know you're looking for a lot of answers, and ideally right now we just don't have a lot of answers. We're going to continue to work as hard as we can over the next 24 to 48 hours.
NBC News correspondent Emily Aketa is following this story and joins me now. So, Emily, we played that soundbite. What else do we know at this point about what happened in Las Vegas?
So I'll start with just kind of underscoring the outstanding questions at this point. There are still so many unknowns around the circumstances of the vehicle fire, including was this mechanical, accidental, intentional? Authorities would not weigh in on that. But we know that fire and police in Las Vegas responded to the valet section just outside, as you can see on your screen, of the Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. That's on the northern end of the Las Vegas Strip to a vehicle fire. The fire has since been put out, but they are encouraging people to avoid the area. We learned from authorities moments ago that 7 people sustained minor injuries, some transported to the hospital, and one person who had been in that Cybertruck, they did die. Now, looking at various videos posted to social media, you can see smoke billowing into the sky from a distance away. You can see the flames on your screen right there as well. Some people on social media describing hearing loud sounds and types of explosions, but we're still waiting waiting for more information, and authorities say they expect to be able to share more information in the coming hours. It appears that it was, again, seeing on your screen, a Cybertruck. That is one of the newer vehicles from Tesla, Elon Musk's company. We know Elon Musk does have a position in the incoming administration under Donald Trump in his presidential administration, Kate.
All right. And Emily, what have we heard? Have we heard anything from the Trump organization since that was outside a Trump hotel?
So the Trump organization, as well as Donald Trump's son, Eric Trump, posting to social media saying they acknowledge the electric vehicle fire, also writing in part, the safety and well-being of our guests and staff remain our top priority. We extend our heartfelt gratitude to the Las Vegas Fire Department and local law enforcement. The FBI is now also involved with this. Also, the governor acknowledging that they are monitoring the situation as well. But still a rapidly developing situation, Kate, with so many unanswered questions. But you can understand the concern given the timing and the location of this.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
Yeah, but as you can see, it's some form of connection. But right there, but let's get some shout out to some people. Shout out to Stan right now watching us on IG. Shout out to Shay Shay watching us on IG. Shout out to Beautiful B watching us on IG, and shout out to Nick the Magnificent watching us right now on IG. Go ahead, Hakeem. You was gonna say something.
Hey, Dad lost. How I lost 50%? I gotta earn that back, baby.
Dialogue also say he been at that hotel before. I never been at that hotel. I used to go buy it every time I used to go to Vegas, but I never actually spent the night there. It's a pretty nice hotel, but at the same time, now a lot of people say though the situation that happened over there by Trump Towers and also Bourbon Street, they all have some form of connection because also pretty much they happen at around the same time, I believe so.
Yeah.
No, because Bourbon was at midnight. And I think after midnight, I think that went that bomb went out over there on Trump Tower. So they say it seemed like it's all connected. Even Elon Musk also made a quote on X on Twitter. He mentioned the fact that he apparently think it was a terrorist attack, like a form of terrorism, because it happened so pretty much at the same time. So that's why he said it had to be a terrorist attack. Not only that, but remember, that's his vehicle. It's under Tesla, so it doesn't look good for his brand. So, he's going to stand behind his brand and say, hey, this is unusual. Our brand don't have nothing to do with it. This seems like pretty much an act of terrorism. Now, Turo is going to be in trouble because Turo allowed this guy to get that vehicle even though his license was suspended.
Right.
That didn't look good for Turo because even though they know it was a sure app, everybody knows that it has to be Turo. So that's going to be a strong investigation. Going to be like, hey, how this guy was able to get this vehicle when his license is suspended? You're not supposed to be able to get no form of vehicle, especially on Turo, if your license is suspended. So they're going to do a deep dive on that because that's why I say this case here is not going to stop because remember, we're getting ready for the Super Bowl that's going to supposed to be happening in February. But this situation here has now got a lot of people alarmed and a lot of red flags going on. So I know we're going to sit back and relax. And not only that, also wait till more information come out. But this is like, to me, a form of a terrorist attack. And it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all for Americans at all. So especially while we're about to head into this presidency. Pretty much presidency getting ready to transition, what, in 2 weeks? Trump is going to be in office? So it doesn't look good, man. Go right ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, man. We're reading more information and everything. I'm more like it's a terrorist attack because you look at his background. His name is Shadun Din Jabbar. So he's I figure he's Middle Eastern. Also with the U.S. Army, he's a former vet and everything. To me, we should another red flag because there's some veterans, like I said, who's been in the Army and everything. They love their country, they love America, they love the United States and everything. But, after maybe 10, 15 years, they're out, out of the Army or in the military and everything, and they see how, how they look at society and how, and sometimes they think of how society should be, It could come from trauma from in the Army, losing people, whatever, or things like that, was so such and everything. So, and I feel like he's the type of person who will join some type of organization. It could be ISIS or somebody else. to try to change something like, we should do better as a country. Also making something type of statement, what, him going to the Bourbon Street and, taking away people's lives and everything. And I'm pretty sure that, like I said, I believe he's not the only one involved. I think there's more people involved. Hakeem Rodney. I think there's a lot more people. Do I feel like, they had, he said, Jordan, his name is who? His name is Shamdur Din Jabbar.
Yeah, it's foreign.
Yeah, he's foreign. Yeah,
Hey.
Shamdur Din Jabbar.
It's hard to pronounce it. I asked me to pronounce it.
I wanted to comment on what PH Diva said. I said, PH Diva, Toro won't rent your car if you have a suspended license. We need to also think, what if somebody had rented it for him?
That's why I was telling Dialogue, because Dialogue say no, Toro is not held responsible. It's not gonna be held accountable. I disagree, because they were not supposed to get him that car if his license is suspended. Not only that, under Turo, I don't know if y'all ever used Turo before. If you look under Turo, they ask you if you go add another driver, he still got to present another license.
Yeah.
So if it's two drivers, exactly, you gotta have. In fact, Jordan, you got to show pictures. So how did he was able to get the car?
Yeah.
Someone's gonna be held accountable for it, regardless of the fact. But it was under Turo's app. That's why I say that's why they're gonna be held accountable. Under I think PhD would say wrongly deaf suit. So that's wrongful death. So that's a big lawsuit. Now that Bashar Tonight that's also in the building. So I'm just curious because Dialogue say they won't be held accountable. I want to know. Go ahead. What PhD even said?
Yeah, she's a.
Could have converted to Islam,
Change it.
Yeah, He probably, and I think he probably did it after the army. He probably did it after the army. But yeah, we're gonna have, like I said, the FBI, they're gonna do this job, so they're definitely gonna do a deep dive, and we're gonna learn a lot more information for this man. And also, since it could be a possible terrorist attack, well, I know when Trump's going in office, he's gonna find out. He's gonna find out ASAP.
Of course,
immediately, because you come to Trump is a big bad body card. When it comes to other countries trying to get at us, trying to mess with us, he's on the ASAP. So I think when Trump's coming to office, we ain't gotta worry about. I mean, we should be worried, but we want the president to take care of it as swiftly as possible, because since it happened in New Orleans, they had to postpone the Super Bowl, and then Super Bowl is gonna be there a month away. So I know, since that happened in New Orleans, I definitely the city of New Orleans to make sure they're gonna have maximum security when it comes to that event. And I know they probably gonna hire people, FBI, Homeland Security, to make sure when it comes to that Super Bowl event, nobody playing around. So yeah, we'll just see more information coming about this guy.
No, but Jabari said I've been in the car with him with his license suspended, but that's cap. You know what I'm saying? See, that was years ago. I was like, Jabari's capping. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, even if his license was suspended, he knew he was gonna get reinstated the next day. This guy's license been suspended for a very long time. So it's like, to me, it's just a dangerous game when you deal with Turo and all these. But I'm telling you, they're gonna do some deep. The FBI don't play with stuff like that. They don't. Homeland Security and the FBI, they're gonna do a deep dive investigation on this. It's probably gonna take them about a week for them to bring everything out. They don't play with stuff like that. Seriously, especially on President Trump. President Trump, his tower almost got attacked. You think they're gonna? You think they're gonna sleep at night? Hell no. Nah.
Yeah.
But I'm just curious if Turo allow people to get licenses when it's suspended. I'm just curious, because I know they're very strong on that, but who knows?
Yeah, we'll come back to this topic in the future. Like once if the FBI do more information, we'll deep dive about his history and everything, and see what might be his motives are.
You see how Jabari laughing how Hakeem and Jordan? He's capping. You know what I'm saying? He already was in the car with me with my license. It's cap. Jabari license never been suspended. It's not, but moving along. Make sure, guys, you like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to the 10 people that's watching us right now on YouTube, 12 people watching us right now on X. Shout out to those watching us on Instagram, Facebook, Kick, and also Twitch, guys. Make sure you follow. It's so very important for you guys to follow so you never miss it when we go live. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. 10% depth. Well, dollar, I'm already in the negative, so you can keep deducting for me. It doesn't really hurt at this point. The 100 points it messed up my day already, so I'm really good with that. But right now we're about to deep dive to the main topic of the show. Dwight Howard respond. This one is interesting. Go right ahead, Jordan.
So let's talk about this. So apparently you don't know, after Dwight Howard proposed to his fiance, and there, congratulations to Dwight. So after that, his former baby mama came out and started just unloading all the bags of the past 20 years of Dwight Howard's relationship and her being a baby mama. For some reason, we don't know what, because, when it comes to Dwight Howard, you don't talk bad about any of these baby mamas. When it comes to child support and everything, and he has kept it quiet. Well, ever since Dwight Howard, pushed out that he's going to get married, and social media went viral, she came out and they started, saying all the business of him, her, son, all the information that, that we don't need to know, but since, she put it out there, everybody's talking about it, including us. So she said what she said, but Dwight Howard went on podcast, and, and he just said, man, I'm tired of my ex-baby mama, bringing up old stuff, and, I appreciate her. I had a child with her and everything, but it's just, I know it's just draining for Dwight Howard, something that he brought in 20 years, which, we really don't care about because this was 20 years ago. We don't, of that mess and everything, but for her bringing this up right now, just for her stuff to go viral, get her a little viral clip for a week or two, and basically that was happening. But other than that, Hakeem played the clip from Dwight Howard, and after that, we'll chop it up.
So now, who else gonna pay me a check to talk about my business?
Let's not do this.
I get what you're saying.
How about we got these kids together? Let's find out a way to make money together. We don't have to be together, but okay, we have a son. Our son, he could act. He got a portion of your spirit and mine, which means he could probably sing, act, dance, play sports, do whatever he want to do, and he's smart. Instead of taking the money and taking away,
let's invest in building this.
Let's build on that. Let's use what he has to make him better. And you know what's going to happen when you do that? It's going to in turn take care of you.
Yep.
It's going to, by us doing this for our child, it's going to make you better.
Or not that. If they don't want to do that, set them up for a business. Let's do anything to make sure.
Businesses.
Come on, bro.
The money that was given is all right. People don't understand this. When you get child support money, it's tax-free. Tax-free, which means if that says you're getting $12,000 a month,
basketball wise, and now who else gonna pay?
You're really getting $12,000 a month. It's no taxes coming out of there. I get taxed
on the money.
So guess what? When they tax me first, and I give that money that's already taxed to them, tax-free. They get everything. So my son's mom, that was $13,000 a month from the time my son was born. Let's do the math on that.
I'm gonna do it right now. Why you talking? Hold on.
$13,000 a month.
I'm gonna do it right.
Also, let's do a lump sum of over $200,000. This is what I did for her when he first was born. You take the money and you go buy a dance studio. That has nothing to do with your child.
That shit can't be right. I saw a number. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That can't be right.
What do you see?
Hold on. It's right.
I stopped paying that child support this year.
Hold on.
How much is that?
Hold on. Listen, this shit is okay. So you was paying $13,000 times 12. That's $156,000 a year.
You're really getting $12,000 a year.
Hold on. My son times 17 is two. Hold on. What am I shit saying? Something. My shit is saying 2.652 million. That's a great career, my nigga.
Okay, so
that's a great career.
That's one child. I've had multiple kids, and they get thousands of dollars every month. $14,000, $16,000 a month. So you can't say that I'm not doing my job for providing for my kids. I still gotta work.
Nigga.
I still gotta get my ass up at 4 or 5 in the morning.
I ain't stopped.
What are y'all doing?
But see, Dwight, that's why. But Dwight, that's why I was
That's why
going.
I don't get upset. That's why I don't cause myself to get into that, because I know the dedication that it took me to get there. I just get upset and say, hey, don't talk about me on the internet.
Hold on.
The amount that was agreed upon was actually a third of what I was supposed to get. Why? Because I'm parading around and I'm like, you know what? It's not about the money. I don't want to come across as a gold digger. So yes, I'm just going to take this. And 13 was a lot. Like, for real, it was a lot. I was still working, but I've always worked. I said this before. I've worked since I was 16. So now, obviously, because I'm trying to provide a better lifestyle for my child, I don't want to live in a townhouse anymore. And because I said no to the house that he wanted to buy me, he's upset when he finds out that I'm buying my house in my name, purchased with that lump sum that he's talking about he gave me. If you were paying child support from the beginning, why would you have to pay a lump sum along with it? That was back child support, and it was also the amount that was agreed upon was actually a third of attorney fees during that time were over 6 figures. Yeah, because they kept filing bullshit. Now, if we want to really go into it, you know what? Not even if we want to, I'm gonna show y'all, because one thing is out that he doesn't know is out, but I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all know. I'm gonna go ahead and spill the beans. All right, so moving on, I buy a house with that lump sum that included back pay and my attorney fees. Screw me for not going out and buying Gucci and Prada and red bottoms and all this other stuff. If you ever watch me on the show, you know that people used to always talk about the way I dress. They always used to talk about my hair. They did that because I was not spending my money on myself, because it wasn't my money. Right? I'm just attorney fees during that time were over 6 figures. I'm in entertainment. Right? So that dance studio that he's claimed that I bought, no, I leased a small ass room in a plaza. One of those small rooms when you're walking and you're looking in the windows and it says for lease. It was super small. And I'll post a picture of it in a little bit. I'll post it on my story. But it was a small ass room, y'all. I think the rent was maybe and it was a lease. I think the rent was maybe close to $2,000 a month. But I figured I'd make that back. The company at that time actually was called Dwight. I'm in entertainment. Right? So that dance studio.
Cloud chaser, a cloud chaser. I'm sorry, y'all. Go ahead, Akeem. What's your take?
Huh?
No, go. What's your take with the Dwight Howard, Royce Reese situation?
I don't know. Like, she hasn't said nothing before. What is it today? What's up today? Like, you already got the bag from him. You got the child support. What is it? You're not with him anymore. I think, is that kid over 18 now? So I'm just confused. You want him to go broke and go to prison or something? Let me know.
I don't think it has something to do with brokenness. I think it have something to do with some form of control. I think she want to be able to control him. And Dwight Howard's allowing her to control him too as well, because he keeps talking about it. So that means he's bothered by it. Someone like him, Dwight Howard, who could get any woman he want because of his statue and who he is as used to be a ball player for the NBA. He shouldn't be worrying about someone like her, but instead that he still is entertaining it, and then she won't use it as entertainment, like she stated. This is all entertainment. This is all entertainment for her. She is an entertainer. And I think Dwight Howard he's getting too much in his emotion about the whole simple fact of how she used him, and he's not happy with it. And I don't blame him either at the same time. But to me, as a man, you got to know, like, okay, uh, we settled, we did what we did, but it's time for me to move on and not even dwell on it. Even if she start trolling me online, don't even entertain it. Just move on. He's entertaining the fact that what she doing. That's the problem. Go
Yeah.
right here, Jordan.
Yeah, I agree. So, yeah, their son is 18 now, so he's pretty much done paying child support and everything. I agree with you 100%, Ryan. I think it's definitely by control because as soon as he posted that him and his fiance, are getting engaged and everything, unless 12, 13, 14 hours later, she want to post some stuff, telling everything they did, back in that past, almost 20 years ago. Like, we don't care, man. We don't care. It's like y'all been quiet for so long. Why we speak to it now after he's gonna get married? Why? And I know it's why. I said it. I said with the video done. Clout chaser. Let me get my views. Let me get my viral moments and everything because I think since Dwight Howard's married, let me stick myself and tell all our business. Since Dwight is trending. Since I'm the baby mama, I'm gonna trend too. Since if I bring myself, I'm gonna trend too, and it is. I mean, it'll probably trend for a week and everything. And to me, that was her plan. That was her plan because she don't. I mean, she used to be on Basketball Wives. She doesn't do that no more. I don't know what she does, but yeah, this right here, man. I mean, it just shows how to me this it just seems like it's wickedness. You need how to do that. Cause it feels wickedness and bitter. Like, ma'am, like I said, you can find somebody to be happy, don't why you got Mr. Dwight Howard, he's got engaged, with his girlfriend and he's gonna get married and he's trying to do better for himself and better for his kids. And I'm pretty sure he took care of his kids. He's 18, he paid child support like you said he's supposed to do, and then he did his job and being co-parenting and everything. So she lucky she went viral because she went viral because like at the end of the day, we're not gonna care about this, man. You just say this nonsense, try to pick sides. We're not picking nobody's sides. And if they do pick sides, they pick more Dwight Howard's side because why would you say something now if you say it back then, but you saying it now and it kind of don't have no substance in a way because we don't figure or see that Dwight Howard would do some type of things. I'm not saying he didn't, but he hasn't talked bad about you since ever since y'all been taking co-parent with your son, and to me, with a man's quiet for so long, even though she might be wicked, for the woman, she kind of looks like people gonna look the other way, and so yeah, for me, this is just nonsense. I don't know why I know why she did it, but ma'am, do something else, do better, please.
Now that shout out to Hustler and Muscle watching us right now on Instagram. Hey, PG, we not gonna highlight that. She should post it. PG, you hollering, man. You hollering in the chat, man.
PhD
that's all. That's just PhD off the chain. Now not PhD, but that's all rumors. That was never confirmed. About Dwight Howard, that was all rumors. So now we gotta be careful with the internet, man. They can say anything. Oh man, PhD was shout out, man. But go ahead, moving on. But Dwight Howard, stop entertaining her. Move on with your fiance. Do what you gotta do. If you continue to entertain her, I'm telling you, she's gonna keep talking crap about you. Don't entertain it. Move on, sir. That's all I can tell him. As a man, just move on. Don't entertain it. Which I know he's not gonna do, but he's pissed off about it. He's pissed off about it bad. But go right ahead, Jordan. Moving forward, go right ahead.
All right, let's go on to the next topic. So, post this up, King. So I had a video for this. So this is statistics. So homicide in the United States have dropped over 60%, especially in 2020. I'm sorry, homicide in the United States has dropped over 60% in 2024, especially in Black men, with an increase of college graduation rates. I'm gonna say it one more time. homicide in the United States have dropped over 16% in 2020, in 2024, especially in Black men, with an increased college graduation rate. So, based on available crime statistics from the U.S. Law Enforcement Agency, the year is expected to end with a nearly 16% drop in homicide nationwide and a 3.3% decline in overall violent crime. The dramatic drop in homicide surpassed the previous record for 2023. So, when it comes, and it also shows because of Black men, we're seeing an increase of college graduate rates. So we see a lot more men are going to well, I want to say not just going to college, but staying in college, doing their 2 years of 4 degrees, and also graduating from college as well, which is great news. Great news. So, go ahead, Rodney, man. What's your take about homicide being down and also seeing an increased college rate for Black men?
Now that shout out to Liberated Show that's also in the building. I think this is a good look. I'm gonna still deep dive these stats though, because right now I know in Chicago crime rate still high, in Milwaukee crime rate still high. Uh, as you can see in New Orleans, crime rate is still high in Louisiana. Pennsylvania. So, but I want to know where this number is actually coming from. But if it is, if it's really strong with these numbers, to me that's great. Black men are starting to enroll more in college. They want a better lifestyle. They want a better living for their future, for their kids. Because some Black men do have children, out of wedlock. The number for that is extremely high. So it's just like, okay, now these men are saying, you know what, we need to make more wages, we need to make more money. Working on my job where I'm doing right now, a 9 to 5, ain't cutting it, especially with the price of living going up. So I need to go to college, make sure I have a better life for me and my children and also my future. So this is a really, really good look. And not only that, like I always tell people, Black men all night, we really not that violent. We just misunderstood. Hakeem and Jordan, that's all. We just misunderstood sometimes. Well, we love our sisters and we love our community. But I know PhD would easily counterattack that. But at the same time, it is true. I think this generation of Black men that's raising up is starting to realize that, hey, a lot of Black men has a bad image. It's time for us to change that image. This is something positive. Go right ahead, Hakeem.
I'm gonna just say, just it's the changing of the times. Culturally, things that were accepted are not accepted anymore. They still are a microcosm of different situations in the Black community that are there. People are still not going to school, dropouts. People still having kids at a young age, but it's not as extensive or bad as it was when we was growing up in the 80s. I think people just the same way with the culture of women not having kids anymore. You know what I mean? Culturally, they just don't. After seeing what happened in the 90s, they just okay. It's time to do something different.
For me, these to me it's 60%. To me it's kind of a small number when it comes to homicide. Even though I could see I give you one city, Detroit. Detroit used to be murder capital.
Mm-hmm.
Not no more. Detroit has been the last 5 or 10 years been cleaning up ASAP. The last time we talked about shooting in Detroit, y'all? None. Let's talk about
Good
Atlanta.
point.
Let's talk about Atlanta. Fannie Willis. What did Fannie Willis say? I'm cleaning up Atlanta. We ain't gonna have no crime like this, And crime drop. Still need to work on New Orleans. Still need to work on other cities, St. Louis. We still need to work on Chicago, other cities too, Milwaukee as well. But can I see this? If I look at other Black cities, Washington, that's a Black city. That's crime rate is down. Here in Los Angeles, I haven't been here. I mean, it's like I see like a dip in crime when it comes to us in our community and everything, which is cool. So, and also other Black cities, Dallas, Houston, other Black cities where there's predominantly Black people living in the cities, which I think they're all calculating everything. We see a huge drop in that, and which is a small number, but it's hopefully it keeps on going. And also with the college graduation rate, that's a good sign too. I believe PhD, but Detroit is not extremely violent. Have you been there before? Oh, you have not. I don't want to hear all that because that's right.
I tell you, PhD will come out of nowhere with that.
It is not violent. No, it's not. I don't want to hear all that. But anyways, graduation rate. That's a good thing too. Even though that's a small number, we seeing black men they're finishing, not dropping out, Hakeem. Because usually when black men go to college, they might drop in their first, second, or third year. But actually finishing school is a big thing, and hopefully we'll see more of that. Also, I also want to see more of people doing trades as well, because we can't forget about trade schools, truck drivers, plumbers, construction workers. I would like to see more of that too in a higher rate. But I'm with you, Roddy. I do want to do more research. I just want to go by just look about city by city.
Hey.
Once you see a big jump on when it comes to like what I say Detroit and Atlanta compared to Chicago, Philly, St. Louis, and all that.
Shout outs to A Raven. Hey Raven, how you been, man? We haven't seen you in a while. Hey Raven said, I hear y'all still not researching the fact, but I'm here to hear. Drop the facts though. Drop the facts, but we know this is what it is. Black men are moving forward 2025.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, well,
PhD with Ryan back. Go ahead.
Oh, she fighting back.
Detroit's not extremely violent. LA compared to Los Angeles, Los Angeles is more extremely violent than Detroit. I'll tell you that.
Hey Ron, do you want do you want us to drop the link for PH Diva?
You can.
Okay.
Please.
Remember, it is Panel Wednesday.
It is. You see? Okay, my bad. Hey, PH Diva, we're gonna drop the link for you.
Oh well, according to this article, Jordan, I'm just saying because she's going by this article. According to this article, the 10 most dangerous city in the United States for the year 2024, based on the data statistics of the violent crime rate among homicide, robbery, and insult, Detroit, Michigan is in there.
Ooh.
What number?
Is in there. Detroit, Michigan is in there. Memphis, Tennessee, Baltimore. We already knew that.
What's the percentage on it though?
It doesn't say. Hold on, I'll tell you right now. They say the 10 most dangerous city in the United States in 2024. So PhD was telling the truth.
He was right.
PhD was right,
Jordan. Hold that L, Jordan.
Jordan, y'all rank number one. Jordan, you rank number one of one of the most dangerous cities.
Jordan,
no, rank number one.
Oh, I gotta look it up. No,
I promise you, rank number one. I'm not even. And Milwaukee's ranked number 9.
Whoa.
No.
You see, I told you PhD was telling the truth.
I'm going back up. I'm going back home this year. That's why. No.
Detroit, Michigan. I think you know why it is. It's not being reported, and I think that's why Raven came in the chat.
I'm gonna do more research.
Yeah, so it's probably and they talking about the most dangerous city is Detroit.
Oh wow!
2024.
Listen,
yeah.
I want to know: is it the east side or the west side of Detroit that's the most dangerous?
If it is, it's more the west side, Hakeem. The west is more dangerous than the east side. That's
because I think Detroit
the road is at and everything. I know about the area.
Because in Detroit, your population is so small. I think that's what it is. And then your crime rate, if like for example, someone gets the lead over there, it goes high because you're so small. But PhD is right. She's right.
Well, I'm going back. I gotta have the feel. I'm gonna go back. I'm going back.
Hold that L.
I'm going to feel.
You gotta hold that L. She's right.
Yeah,
She's
it's
right.
very dangerous. I go there every year, and I also, more importantly, follow the news in Detroit. And so every day it's a different story. There's a lot of violence against women there. A whole lot of violence. The men there are on some other stuff.
You know what? Since you said men there, you know what? Now I remember it. Now you got a point. Now I forgot. It's been so long. I forgot about that. The men up there, they something else. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
Genesis, shout out to Genesis. She says it's the east side. She says the east side of Detroit is bad. The east side.
You know what? You got a point.
Stuff be happening.
She says the east side.
Yeah, but stuff be happening all over Detroit.
Hey, I'm asking if I come there, are y'all gonna keep me safe?
You gotta go on the west side. She said that all Genesis out the door says the west side.
You be all right. I'll take you. You be all right.
Okay, yeah. If I'm with you, Jordan, I know, you know what I mean? Yeah. I want to know if Genesis is gonna keep me safe or PH Diva. Are y'all gonna like walk me in, like put the red carpet out there?
I don't know. Where Anton? Where Anton's at? Anton on what side? He's on the west side or he on the east side?
Oh, he
Anton down for
downtown.
Anton down. He downtown, so that was the west side then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So PhD man, she right. I ain't gonna lie. When she right, she right. No, I was trying to debate her too, Jordan, but she right.
Yeah.
I literally just Googled it and it just came up.
And she
I
just
couldn't believe
no.
it.
What she just told me, she had to remind me. She told me how the man. I was like, you know what? She has a point. You want to give me statistics? I kind of knew. I already kind of know when she said the man out there. I was like, yeah.
And the funny thing is, Chicago's not even on this list, Hakeem.
Yeah.
Chicago's not on
even
this list.
yeah, and Chicago's not on that list.
I'm thinking it has to be the ratio of people there too. That's why I think they put in the comments.
That's what I was telling you. That was because Chicago. Remember, Chicago now got a lot of immigrants, so
Right.
that's why probably why Chicago's not on that list of 2024. But from one of the list I'm looking at, they're not on it. But Detroit is. They number one. Damn, not Detroit.
Anton lives in Waterford. Is that like at the Bay? Is that like Battery Park?
I'll tell you where it's at, Hakeem. I'm Pontiac. We're right next to it. I'm from Pontiac, Michigan. We're right next to it.
But
my brother graduated from Waterford Mont.
Okay. But is that like when you say Waterford, is there like water there? Is that like Battery Park in New York?
Lakes, whole bunch of lakes. You have a lot of lakes. Michigan is a whole bunch of if you go out to the outskirts like the Pontiac, Waterford, West Bloomfield, around that area, Lake Orion, whole bunch of lakes. Whole bunch of lakes.
So Waterford where Anton where his empire is at is over there.
Yeah, Waterford.
Well, shout out to him.
Waterford is kind of like I'm trying to think of a city in Miami.
Biscayne?
No.
Brickell?
Kendall?
No,
not Brickell.
No, it's not that. It's not that wealthy. It's not that wealthy at all. It's I can't think of a city. It's hard to describe. I just had to show you myself and everything.
Yeah, we're taking a trip. I ain't gonna lie, I would like to take a trip to Detroit. But I do want to go to Detroit. I never been there. I actually want to go to 8 Miles.
Me too.
You know, because it's a lot of historical sites in Detroit.
You want to go to strip clubs?
You strip
No,
club?
like
No, reason I'm saying 8 Mile because 8 Mile has strip clubs there. That's why I'm saying.
The thing is, what food are y'all famous for there?
Greek food. There's a couple of. Well, I haven't been there a lot, but if there's a couple of soul food places that are still there, I gotta go check them out. But it's been a minute. I ain't been there.
No.
It's been about a year and a half since I've been back.
No. I was trying to do an L shape.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, because we just called it L from PhD. But we coming to Detroit. We're coming. I just want to know, is Genesis After Dark going to keep me safe? Keep us safe? Do I got to hire?
You go Waterford. That's where we going.
No,
that's where the money's at.
Do I got to bring the Overtown shooters with me? That's what I want to know. Do I got to bring the shooters with me to Detroit? That's what I know. Or do I got to hire shooters there when I get there from the east side?
What against security? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I gotta take
go
a
ahead.
Great Lakes Crossing Mall. I'll take it to Rainforest Cafe.
No, but it's crazy. They say Detroit is more violent than Milwaukee. That's crazy. When I saw that, I was like, I'm looking at the right report. It's more violent than Milwaukee. Yeah. So
that shit wild to hear.
Shout out to Touche Mac is also in the building. Shout out to him, a new subscriber. I never seen him before.
Shout out to Touche Mac.
He said call.
Oh, you know who that?
Y'all know that. That's my man. That's my man.
Oh, you know him?
I know. That's my homie. My homie for some years.
That's your homie for some years? All right. Okay. Years. Okay. Shout out to him, man. I like to see new faces in the building, man. Shout out to him. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to everybody. Hey. Also, Genesis, I am. Happy New Year's to you as well.
Hey, Ron. He watches
Yes.
all the time. He just not really a comment. He doesn't be commenting. He always watches.
He always watches.
He always watches. He just don't be commenting.
No, but shout out to him, man. Greatly appreciate it. But go ahead, Jordan. Moving forward, time is against us. But go right ahead.
All right, let's talk about new laws taking effect around the United States. So, New Year's is here. It's 2025, and there's going to be some laws in different states going to be taking effect that's kind of going a little bit viral to some people's eyes when it comes to states like Florida, California, Texas, New York, and so forth and so forth. So go ahead, King, play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Hey, let's how you say rent a shooter. 1-800 shooter.
Yeah. I'm all about renting shooters. You know what I mean?
Year also means the start of new laws going into effect around the country. And some of the big ones include restrictions for minors on social media and a minimum wage bump for nearly half the country. More than 9 million Americans across 21 states will see an increase in their minimum wage starting January 1st. Nearly 1 in 5 of those receiving a bump in pay are below the poverty line. The federal minimum wage of $7.25 hasn't budged since 2009. For more, I want to bring in CBS News legal contributor Jessica Levinson. Jessica, good to see you. So several states are set to implement new laws placing restrictions on minors' social media usage in 2025. So how does that be enforced? How will that be enforced, and what do parents need to know?
Well, awareness is a big part of these laws, frankly. It's not just about the law in effect. It's also about kind of an education campaign saying to parents that there are some issues with minors and social media. In terms of the enforcement, it's a great question. And the answer is there is no perfect enforcement. So, these laws vary on everything from usage to content moderation to age verification. And some laws are stricter than others. For some age verification, you basically just have to check a box. For other age verification laws, you have to upload a government ID. For usage, sometimes it's more like a good faith effort. Sometimes platforms will enforce and kick you off after a certain period of time. But it's a combination of cooperation between parents, platforms, and the government. In terms of specific government oversight, for instance, by the FTC, oftentimes we're talking about random audits, which is imperfect, but essentially the best we can do right now. And obviously there are jurisdictional issues because these are not just multi-state social media platforms, they're also global media platforms.
Right. We'll have to see how all that's implemented. It looks like some in January, some in July. So let's talk about driving and texting or talking on your phone. Colorado and Missouri are implementing new hands-free driving laws. It goes beyond just no texting and driving. It makes it physically illegal to physically hold your phone at all. And similar laws are already in place in dozens of other states. Have those been effective? And what would it mean this would be a secondary offense?
Yeah, really important questions. Many of these law studies indicate have been effective in terms of reducing what we want to reduce, crashes and specifically fatalities, the worst type of crash, obviously. The studies indicate that the most effective laws are those that are most aggressively enforced. What do we mean by aggressively enforced? That people are actually checking, police officers are actually pulling you over, and that the fine is substantial. For instance, not like in California where it's $20 or $30. In terms of secondary offense, what that really means is police officers need another reason to pull you over. It can't be, oh, I saw you on your phone, you were holding your phone. It has to be, you didn't signal, then you pull the person over and you think that secondarily they might have been violating one of these laws. So it does mean that enforcement is harder, which the statistics would indicate means that they won't be as effective as they could be.
Jessica Levinson, thank you. Happy New Year to you. If you don't have plans, you can join us on New Year's Eve for our countdown to 2025. As we look ahead to a new year, we'll take a look back at some of the biggest stories of 2024.
Yeah, so there you have it. So, the council laws that are going to be put in today on New Year's and everything, it's definitely going to be some changes on some things. Some might be eye-popping for one number, but go ahead, Ronnie, man. Any other laws that you want to talk about that happened in Florida or any other state as well?
Well, one of the laws I think we talked about recently, we did a story about Cornhub. Pretty much now they're doing the age verification thing starting today. So people won't now, I think people will no longer be allowed to go on Cornhub unless you have some form of age verification. So you got to be 18 and older, and you got to show a proof of ID. So that's one thing that's going to be affected. Not only that, but also Ron DeSantis is also working on the aspect of young adults at the age of 14 and under won't be able to access social media such as TikTok, I think X, and other social media platform. That's what they're working on now because they say now it's messing up the young kids' mind, this generation mind. So they're trying to keep their mind and refresh. A lot of people are on board with him. A lot of people believe that he is doing a good job, but that's pretty much what's going on within the aspect of Florida. But I don't know anymore. I don't know if I can got more in depth what's going on in Florida law. But I know those are the three major things they're working on now for the youth. Is the Coin Hub, is the social media platform for sure. So I think they're also working on other things, but I know those are the two main things they're working on. Go right ahead, Hakeem. If you have any other Florida working on?
No, not actually, but I love everything that's going on. I support it. I can't wait for it to be enforced. I want things to even get more stricter. We are a Christian country, and I need us to abide by Christian laws. So when I hear these things are going and they're going to restrict us from things that we like so much, it's a beautiful thing because we need to be restricted so we can get back to things that are important. I want us to be restricted from YouTube, restricted from Facebook. I want the young boy, the YNs, to be restricted so we can start getting some of y'all boys in check. And I just, I'm overjoyed, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, and also gambling as well. I forgot that gambling too.
Hey, everybody's worrying about the parlays now. A lot of people, hey, the parlays are making people broke. Am I wrong, PhD Diva?
Well,
Because
there
she
was an
laughing because everybody
article.
gets selling. Go ahead, PhD.
Oh no, there was an article several months ago that talked about how a lot of those online gambling sites are actually targeting black males, and that it's going to, in the upcoming years, be a problem for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what do you mean upcoming year? It's a problem now.
Yeah.
What do you mean upcoming year? It's already a problem now. Everybody's selling parlays.
Listen,
everybody's selling parlays. People can't get off their phone for 5 minutes.
I had two close personal friends send me notification. Hey, sign up for this app. You'll get $8. I go into the app. It's a gambling app. I say, and these are guys. I was surprised, but these are guys who I know they never gambled before. So I was like, oh, it's an epidemic now. We're gonna be more. We already poor.
No, because the thing is the dream. They sell you a dream online that, oh, if I put in this $5, I'm gonna come out with $100K. When it's not true, because we actually do the study, like 1 out of 10 people actually hit big. The number is very small. It's like the lottery. It's very, very small. To me, I told people, if you into it, do it for fun, but don't do it like it's a need for income, because chances are you're not gonna. No.
We're gonna be in destitute right now. We really listen. If we needed women now to live in the projects, we're gonna even need them more.
No, people in the project, I'm telling you, it's real bad out here, to the point people are the gambling. People literally on their last. They can't even pay their rent right now because they spent all their money on the gambling, and it's sad. And I see it all the time.
Yeah, especially with college football and NFL. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, Hakeem. It's real bad.
Skrilla baby was online, and he had his parlay ticket. He said, "I'm up 200,000 for 7 more yards." I say, these niggas crazy.
And the thing is, it's like he was smart, Ronnie, because it was all the Detroit Lions. On all the players hit. So he was smart about that because if you like Detroit Lions this year, like they scored the most points they scored the most points out of any team and everything. And a lot of people was hitting on them because either it's their running back, their quarterback, their wide receivers, their tight end. If they was gonna rush with some amount of yards, it was more like a guarantee.
Hey, I got something too, but don't worry. I have a corner store for everybody who lost their money to come work and sweep up at. Don't worry about that. And a laundry mat for y'all.
No, they're gonna end up trying to rob the laundry store so
They
they can
won't.
gamble on the app.
They won't. I hire shooters. I employ shooters, and I give people bonuses for hitting vertebrae.
Yeah, but the gambling is serious. The gambling is all time. Gambling and the corn hub are the two hard time addiction right now in America. It's out of control. It's real bad. It's real bad. Like people are shaking because they can't get off the app.
That's what you post on. You see a lot of posts on Instagram. You see a lot of posts, especially on Facebook. Oh my God, they put up their ticket and everything. I'm gonna play this ticket. Hopefully, I win by the end of the day.
I know the only reason why I'm mad at the gambling app because now they're not even targeting adults; they're targeting children, and that's bad because a lot of these, even these content creators, a lot of these gambling companies are going to content creators and say, "Hey, let me sponsor you, and but I want you to promote the app." Chaos Culture Radio won't do that. I told somebody we're not going to do that. We will not do that here. I'm sorry, we will not do that.
This is a Christian-based channel.
I'm not going to say Christian based, but I'm not going to say Christian based, but I do stand on morals. I think children should not be allowed to gamble. I think it's dangerous. But you got college students right now, 18 years old, spending their college tuition on these gambling apps.
Parlay.
Even King Rooster's laughing. PhD will be doing she be doing research, but especially black men. She said black men are getting addicted to gambling. Well, PhD will be like sports, but these gambling apps is serious. It's real bad. I'm telling you, it's bad.
They're gonna spend their last $5 on the parlay. I said I could make $70 today.
Yeah. Well, you bet against Detroit to win.
The thing is, Hakeem, if they don't get that 1 yard, just that 1 yard.
Oh yeah,
people take it personal.
Listen, everything's by chance, bro. It's a roll of dice. But you know what I mean? And I tell people, just invest in the S&P 500, buy property, intellectual property. Those are easy gambles. Get rich slowly. Nobody get rich overnight.
No, but the thing is, you see it get rich slowly. People don't want to wait slow. How can they want it fast? They want it now. I'd rather get my $100 I get paid every week, and I'll put on Detroit Lions and win the Super Bowl.
And Hakeem, and knowing that you don't get rich till you're in your 40s and 50s.
Correct.
You only get rich if you got a God-given talent or a gift.
Listen, most of the wealthy people in America all gotten rich later in life. They start to build their career up. Most men don't hit their financial strive until their 40s.
That's how it works.
This is the statistic. So for a lot of us who think we'll skip this part, you're only going to set your life into poverty and your kids. Your baby mamas are going to be back out in the dating pool to be predatory or preyed on from older men with a little cash to spend. And then we're going to say, what are you going to do for these dollars? Your baby daddy's in prison.
And then if you're 40, Hakeem, you don't got no money saved up, no 401k.
Yeah.
Or you turn your 40s, you're pretty much done.
That's it. What are you going to do for these? You know what I mean? Are you going to do something for the parlay, man? Are you parlaying?
See, right now, according to Google, gambling overall is $66.65 billion.
And will continue to go
counting.
up. And
continue to go up. That's right now as we speak. And it continue to go up. Because remember, even Robinhood, we talked about that last time on the show. Remember we talking about Robinhood, how Robinhood is trying to do sports betting on an investment app. That's crazy. That shows you how high gambling is going. Gambling is on an all-time high.
And the thing is, it's not going to stop here, Hakeem Rise. It's going to hit international. Why? Look at the NFL. All regular season game. They're going to Germany. They're going to London. They just went to Rio. They first week one and everything. So they try to make it international as well, and see that other countries will do gambling as well. Which I think you'll see in the next 5 to 10 years.
Now that Bashad the Sugar Bum that's also in the building say Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's to you, Sugar Bum, as well. But but if you have a gambling addiction, it's always good to seek help. And not only that, but try find some other source because gambling addiction is dangerous. That's one dangerous thing, man. I be watching documentary on people that had serious gambling addiction. It's sad, man. Sad. And the crazy thing is, Hakeem and Jordan, they be up, but it's just they can't stop.
No. You lose more than you gain.
You know, so it is. So PhD, PhD, I know you believe in what Sugar Bomb says. He said most older men are fat, ugly, and broke. PhD even left. Sugar Bomb, PhD, but man, them two, boy. I would say, guys, it's not that, my God. It's so very important. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, man, make sure you guys don't go anywhere because right after this, it's gonna lead you guys to the Wild and Out Wednesday of the Shiesty Avenger with. You already know with Ashton Williams, the creator of the Shiesty Avenger, and also his co-host Mimi and some others. So guys, make sure you don't go anywhere because it's gonna lead you right over to him. So guys, make sure you go over there and show some love, show some support. Shout out to everybody that was in the building. Shout out to those who are also watching us on Instagram. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. You know, we have some new people that are watching us on Instagram. We have Rock Jaw. I know who that is. Shout out to him for tuning in. Really appreciate you. Hustle and Muscle. Shout out to you. And also, Rufus was also watching us on Instagram. Appreciate you, big dog, for tuning in. We really do greatly appreciate it, big dog. Shout out to those watching us on Instagram, X. Shout out to you guys. We have 30 people watching us on X. We really do greatly appreciate it. X, guys, make sure you follow us on X. If you're watching us on X, make sure you hit that follow button so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to those watching us also on Rumble. We have 5 people watching us on Rumble. Our audience on Rumble is growing. They normally watch our pre-recording when we cut them up. They normally watch it. So shout out to them. Our subscribership is growing on Rumble. So we really do greatly appreciate you guys. TikTok, not TikTok. Pretty sure we will be on TikTok. But shout out to you guys also watching us on Kick and also Twitch. Hit the follow button, hit the follow button. I can't express it enough. Shout out to Liberated Soul, Mr. Dollar, that's also in the building, the lovely Natasha Vincent, the mama that also in the building, Jabbar. Thank you so much for being here. Sugar Bomb, thank you so much for being here. King Rooster, thank you for being here, big dog. Really appreciate you. Shout out to your friend Hakeem. He said he's new. Nice to meet him. What's his name?
Touche Mac.
Mac. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Genesis After Dark. Guys, make sure you subscribe to her channel. Guys, I know she does co-host with Drip, the Drip Show. I be there sometimes to go over there and show her some support because she come over here and show her support. So I'll be over there. Shout out to the lovely Supreme Goddess PhD. But guys, make sure you go to the wildest show in the morning. Saran Bracey. Man, him and Angry Man was going at it. I was watching it and I was just laughing. Him and Angry Man was going at it. It was hilarious. Yes, they were. For no reason. And both of them was from New York. I'm like, how y'all both gonna go at it? Both of y'all from New York. Yeah. Don't make no sense.
It's crazy, but they've been Bracey been going at war with a lot of people lately.
He just do it for entertainment. He does it for entertainment. He does it for entertainment. Like I keep telling people, in the sector we in, it is not to be taken seriously. It's for entertainment, for fun. When you start taking it seriously, that's when your numbers start dropping. If you haven't noticed, people fail to not realize. I think people fail to realize that when you have serious conversation, your number drop. But when you have beefs and you joking around like PhD, but you making fun of black men, people making fun of black women, the numbers goes up.
Yeah, they do. People like
trolling. We not from that sector. We just be around there, but we're not from that. We in a whole different sector. That way we have a different audience. That way the audience not like everybody else's because we're on a whole different sector. But when I was over there with Jay Prince, I was telling Jay Prince the same time, like Jay Prince, this is not the place that you have serious conversation. If you go a place you want to have serious conversation, your number's gonna drop. And he saw it. Mm. It's not the place. It's not the place for it. Now, if you have not noticed, everybody now doing body cam videos. That ain't making any sense.
Body cam. Oh, those police body cam.
Police.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the new thing. That's
what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I'm looking at everybody. I'm like, what are you guys doing? This is not the sector for that. This is the sector where we joke around, we fight, we beat, we make love, we make fun of each other.
Yeah.
That's what it's the sector about. When you try to do a body cam video, it takes the sector out of its place. And I think people fail to realize, because you know what happened was they saw Flora was doing a good success on it, body cams. So everybody like, let me do body cam. It's like, no, that's her thing. You're supposed to do your own thing. When you start doing different elements, it takes you out of element. That's why Sharon is doing what he's doing, and I'm like, stay what you're doing, because people go there to joke around, have fun, laugh, joke. You know, you be with Angry Man. You saw he went on the Angry Man show. They laughing and joking about it, because it's not to be taken seriously.
And don't forget, and to beat up on the rim bros.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's supposed to be funny. PhD was on a panel. That was it. We just have fun. So that's what happened. But when you do stuff out of your element, your channel not gonna grow. I'm just being honest. But they fail to realize that. But it is what it is. I love this sector. You know what I was saying? We met some really, really great people like Stan, PhD. But you know, I met Jay Prince. You know, Fatty. All them. They're doing good. They're doing good work. But I think, to me, I think they need to stay in their element. And you see, Fatty is staying in his element. And I think that's why he's doing what he's doing. He's doing the numbers he's doing because he's staying in his element. But these other people that's doing like body cam video, police body cam video, I'm like, what are you guys doing? Even PhD, you laughing, it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And people don't even fail to realize it's gonna put you in the red because you're doing video cam of. Forget it. I just leave it alone. I just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. But shout out to Sharon. I like that situation with him and Angry. I find it to be funny. That was funny. Shout out to him. It was funny. It was funny. He got Angry Man upset. I like when Angry Man's mad. When he mad, he be going in his business. Shout out to him. Shout out to Angry Man. Close to almost 1 million subs. Shout out to him, man. He doing his thing, PhD. He doing his thing. Shout out to him. But not only that, but God, and shout out to Chicago Gorilla. Like Chicago Gorilla, he creating his own element. He talking about music. He talking about things going on in Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like something different. But if I see Chicago Gorilla start doing police body cam videos, I'm like, oh, we lost. Forget it. We're done.
Do it, Rilla. Do it.
Oh man. But guys, make sure you go to KL Culture Radio description in the description where you can find the KL Culture Radio t-shirt, the KL Culture Radio beanie, because it is cold out there. For y'all people that's in Texas, New Orleans, all the places, it is cold. Miami cold front is coming next week. I believe so. Yeah, it's gonna be cold in Miami. They say close to like 30 degrees.
Damn.
You know, it's the cold front, and then it goes away like in one day. It's Miami, like you get that one cold front, and then
still, Ronnie, that's still cold. That's still in Miami. That's
55 is the cold front.
Right. That's below freezing. 30 degrees. That's below freezing.
Right.
No, but you know they always say that. You know the news say that so you get your winter coat, and then soon you go outside, it'd be like 60 degrees.
Oh my God.
And it's gonna be raining iguanas coming down the trees. I'll tell you that.
They're gonna be falling out.
They're gonna be falling.
And then people eat them too. They grab them and eat them. They do it all the time. They grab them and eat them. So I be like, I know, but I'm like, leave them alone.
Leave them alone. No,
cause they're not dead. They sleeping. I thought they was dead. No, they sleeping.
Yeah.
Cause it's cold. They sleep. Their body, they go to sleep. No, but that's crazy. Now that, but go to KL Culture Radio on Community tab. In the Community tab where you can find President Hakeem book, Black Love. Now that he's almost done with his other book. He's just waiting for the hard copy to come out so I can purchase it so you guys can see it.
Yes, Ziva, it's dedicated to you.
Oh, thank you, sir. I can't wait to read it.
Yeah.
The hard copy. And make sure Hakeem is cleared. You know what I mean when it's cleared. Make sure it's cleared.
Mm-hmm. We done. We about to it.
Oh, right now in Montreal it's 36 degrees. Right now. Oh man. So
they used to that though, right? Is that typical?
That's it.
Yeah, they up there. That's up in the Northeast. Yeah.
Natasha, you better get your KL Culture Radio beanie. You see, I got it on right now. Get it. You better keep your hair warm. We were supposed to get the mittens. We were supposed to get the jackets, but that took a long time.
Yeah, it's a long process.
Hey, it's a long process. Don't get me wrong. It's just.
It takes months. It can take months.
Well,
I get it.
Yeah, but shout out to you guys, man. And also, KI Culture Radio, we were working on that too. We will try to be going live every single day, but we were
now.
working on that schedule. So we'll keep you guys posted on that. So keep y'all notification on, because when we start going live every single day, we'll let you guys know. Not only that, but we're all gonna do exclusive content for members only. Jordan said he's gonna start this week. Hakeem got his body cam video. So guys, you guys don't wanna, you gotta be on the lookout for that. It's gonna be some dope content coming out on members only, so become members today, because that will not be shown to the public. I'm sorry. That will not be shown to the
I'm going
public.
to Overtown with this one.
Look, we got a body. You see, you got a body count. Hey, Hakeem, make sure you get that consent when you do it. Don't be doing people and you don't get that consent, because that's a hell of a lawsuit.
Listen, when you out in the public, I'm in the streets. I'm in the streets. I'm going down 27th. I'm walking. I might dress homeless just to fit in. You know what I mean? And,
Man. Oh man. Thank you
They'll
guys for
do it.
tuning
That's a
in.
great idea. And I said
Go ahead.
somebody need to go to, because there's a guy in Atlanta who does like Atlanta street interviews.
Yeah.
And I was saying,
Yeah,
like,
no, it
somebody
was really
needs to
good.
do that in Miami. Like, everyone in Miami is hilarious.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. So you're gonna get a lot of good stuff from that, Hakeem.
Yeah. So
But get their consent on camera while they do it. Like, hey, do I got your consent?
listen,
They say yes.
Once we in the streets, it's open consent. I can just, you know what I mean? It's free to record.
You sure? Okay, no lawsuit. I don't want to hear no lawsuit. We dealing with a lawsuit. But no, go ahead. Do you think, big dog? I think that's great. I think it's gonna be dope. Like P.A. Diva says, there's a lot of unique character in Miami. You will find them.
Man, what?
You will find them, especially a lot of tourism too. So be on the lookout for that. KI Culture Radio, I told you guys, is gonna be the biggest thing on the planet. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure y'all guys enjoy your New Year's. Thank you for tuning to KI Culture Radio. We over and out.